What's going on, guys? Justin Williams here with Access Off Grid, and I'm at my property, kind of out by the road because it's pretty damp right now because of all the rain we've been getting. But anyways, this is goodbye to our off-grid living homestead. We were going to run classes out here, but medical bills pretty much are going to wipe out our income. Got the rocking scar there on the side of the head, and I love being outdoors. It's one of the few days I get to be outdoors right now. I'm about to go into radiation and chemo, and that's going to limit my abilities. And you know, being diagnosed with 8 to 12 months to live and feel great makes no daggum sense to me. But I'm believing God for the impossible, and it's going to be a challenge, man. I tell you, trying to say goodbye to everything, it's hard. You know, what's challenging is understanding God's will sometimes, because we were interested in this property, and the owner literally took off $25,000. $25,000 the owner took off of our property, and that's just crazy, man. Stinking crazy that the owner would take off that much of our property. And like I said, this is just the front field, and then the back is all woods for a long ways to go. But right now, you guys probably can't tell, got the truck back up there loading up our stuff, and it's crazy to think that God's got something else in store. So I want to encourage you guys, no matter what you're going through or what you're facing, to remember there's always hope. There's always second chances. And I tell you what, man, it's gonna be heartbreaking to say goodbye to this amazing property. But I know God's got his best in store for my life. And there's a Bible verse that I've been sharing too, and the Bible verse says, the greater our pain and the greater our struggle is what God uses for a greater calling. And that's all I believe in right now, is that God has allowed me to have pain and suffer and struggle so that he can put in a greater calling in my life. And so it's one of those things where, like, why $25,000 take off a property? And the owner that owned the property is going to sell it to me, wanted a big down payment, had other people even interested in the property, and he pretty much asked me how much money I could come up with in the next week or two, and I was like, $500 maybe. And sure enough, God allowed me to make that kind of money. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens the next year. I'm supposed to be under treatment if I can, you know, not if. That's a big stupid word I need to ignore too. But when God extends my life and allows me to continue to carry on, I don't know what is next in line in store for my life. And so I am hoping this summer to still have a camp out, and I'm hoping to make it to a couple gatherings if my health and I'm feeling good, which I believe I will be. So I encourage you guys, some of the things you can do hugely to help support is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I actually am in the process of thinking about continuing my survival series. I got the first 3 episodes done. Check those out on my Access Off Grid YouTube channel. And the challenge is my brain tumor and mental issues hit, and that's whenever that's what caused me to quit that series. Even though I was still doing my homesteading series, it was primarily because I could do it in a moment, in an instant, and whereas my survival series takes a lot longer. All right, sorry for wasting your time. Wanted to have an ending episode for my going off grid series. Man, it's a challenge, man. I really believe God was leading me in that direction, and he still might be. It just might be in a different location. So anyways, farewell land. Until next time, I'm gonna trust in God and seek his face and seek his will for my life. And I encourage you guys, once again, trust in God no matter what. Remember that life is short, each day is a miracle, and believe God for the impossible.